John, how you doing? Welcome to Dublin.
Thank you.
How's been your experience in the city so far?
Good. I kind of like it here. It's nice. People's been training as well. So.
Cool. And obviously you've previously fought Kyoji Horiguchi in Japan, and now you're fighting a hometown fighter in Dublin. Is there anything you learn over there prepare you for this, or is it just doesn't come into the equation?
I've been fighting like hometown guys. Like my last fight was in Manila. I mean, I may be Filipino, but I still fought a hometown guy, born and raised there. So it doesn't really change the difference. I like fighting. I kind of like fighting like hometown heroes. I mean, I get to fight harder to try to earn the respect. Just make them go for me too. So.
What do you see in Neil Seery that might pose a challenge to you?
Maybe his experience. He's really a lot of experience under him, but tough guy. I'm tough too, so it should be a good fight.
Well, if we look at your past fight against Roldan, that was just after 2 straight losses in the UFC. It must have felt amazing to sort of get back in the win column. And also, do you feel like you got to show the fans the real John Delos Reyes?
I got some. Yeah, like my heart. When I got cut, I had to. My game plan went out the door. I didn't know how deep my cut was. I don't know. There's blood getting in my eyes. Like there's times I couldn't see. So my game plan went out the door, and I just I had to finish this guy. I don't know if the doctor's gonna stop it. So I guess I show I have a lot of hearts, in me, and I'm willing to go in there and just give it my best. So yeah.
A lot of people are expecting Seery. He wants to stand up at this fight. Some people are thinking maybe you're going to stand up, maybe it's going to go the complete other way. Do you have any problem getting in a fist fight, in a firefight here in Dublin with the hometown guy?
No, I'm kind of looking forward for it, I mean, I want to win some fans here in Dublin, Dublin got, I think, the loudest fan crowd ever, I've seen them go to events in Las Vegas, and man, they're loud, and I love that energy, it's insane, so...
Some people have the opinion that energy can work against them. Are you the guy that you just take in the energy regardless, make it positive even if they are booing at you?
Yeah, even though they're not going for me,
they're still invested.
Yeah, it's like they're going for the fight. That's what thing, they may be going for him, but we're both putting that fight. And if the crowd's going wild, I know I'm doing the right thing too. I'm going, giving them a good fight. So I'm looking forward for it.
You've made yourself very at home in Dublin. I know you're training in George Santos's in Atos. Did I see that on Facebook the other day? You had a gi on you of all things. Fight week. What's going on here?
Oh, just get a good sweat, get my flexibility going still. Yeah, George's a good guy. My coach, Sonny Nahara for Jiu-Jitsu, he knew some of the guys that George trained with, and same here. I know some of the Guam guys that trains up in the main Atos in San Diego. Yes, San Diego. And George's a nice guy, letting us train at his gym,
So you said that, obviously Seery is a very experienced guy. That might be one of his biggest advantages. But what would you say are your biggest advantages?
I think my advantages are my submission attempts, my jiu-jitsu. Maybe, my thing was submission. We both look like we could push the pace and have that cardio for that fast rate fight,
And your nickname, The Heat, where does that come from?
I don't know. I guess back home every time I fight, I just go forward. I messed up one of my fights, my early fights, early stage fights. I think I probably injured my ankle during the fight, the first round. I couldn't walk, but I just kept pushing forward, even though finished the fight 3 rounds, lost. But that's probably why.
A lot of people have been saying that ever since this fight was announced, this has Fight of the Night written all over it. Obviously, that would be a bonus in more ways than one for you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I've been hearing it's a Fight of the Night. When they found out that I'll be fighting him, my head came up like, wow. When you look at the who was on the card, and I think I have a great chance making a Fight of the Night,
And what would that kind of, $50,000 bonus, how would that change your life?
It helped me more financially, get train more, and just, concentrate more this UFC career.
And so far, what do you think has been the biggest difference or the biggest surprise from the MMA fans and the MMA scene here in Ireland?
It's growing. They're one of the best. I think probably one of the best crowds, and man, hopefully there are more events here. It's been a nice place, and I will let it come back here.
With Joseph Duffy pulling out the other day, have you been told if your fight's been bumped up to the main card, or has it gone up in an order?
I think it did. I think I'm on the main card now. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna confirm later. And yeah, it sucks. I was looking forward for that fight for Duffy, and just wish him speed recovery, man.